These are the dahlias that I planted on the ground. The first one is the Lady Darlene, which was the red one. The second one is the Vasio Amigos, which was the pink or lavender one. And the third one is the Verde Glory Dahlia. I am Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. This is the Verde Glory Dahlia that I dug out earlier. This is the way the tubers look. We only have, I believe, at least 3 big tubers, and the rest are small ones. And this one right here is the bodacious dahlia that I dug out from the ground. Some tubers did not grow well, so I'm gonna cut off majority of the roots, but prior to that I have to let it dry off for at least 12 hours. This one right here is the tuber of our Lady Darlene that was also on the ground. This one produced a lot of big tubers. So we shall see when I dug out the dahlias from the container. I want to see the difference of the size of the tubers. These are the dahlia tubers after 1 month in storage in the container. And the reason why I'm showing this to you is this should serve as an eye-opener for me and to those who are new in dahlia gardening. If you notice, these dahlia tubers that I'm showing you right now have mold and some parts are rotten. And I believe the reason for that is because when I harvested it, some stalks are still green and there were still some green leaves as well, which means that it was not the right time to harvest the tubers. And I did not dry it off enough. I did not give it enough time to dry off. And even though I used the right medium to store it, the stalks are so wet. And since I was so impatient, I decided to store it anyway. So as a result, my tubers suffer. And here I am, I'm trying to get rid of all the mold and all the rotten surface. This may take a while to get rid of these unnecessary parts of these tubers, but I have to fix it and I have to do something about it to make sure that I can make use of these dahlia tubers for this next season. So, in related to this situation, I suggest that if you harvest your dahlia tubers, you make sure that your plant is all brown. What do I mean by that? The stalk should be brown, the leaves should be dried off, and then after you dug it out from the ground, you rinse it off well, get rid of the unnecessary soil, the worms, and other stuff, making sure that the dahlia tubers are all cleaned up and dried off at least more than 24 hours, okay? And making sure that you're using the correct container, the correct medium, and store it in the cool place. So that's it for you guys. By the way, I would like to correct myself. These dahlia tubers consist of Verde Glory Dahlia, Dahlia Vasio Amigos, and Lady Darlene. I believe that I said bodacious earlier. I mentioned the word bodacious, but that was just a mistake when it comes to ID for dahlias. You know what it is with dahlias, when you just see dahlia tubers, just the tubers itself, it's difficult to identify the tubers because there's no flowers involved. Another lessons that I learned from this experience are, it is important to get rid of as much stalk or stem if possible. And the reason for that is you don't need it anyhow. And another beneficial thing is to divide the dahlia tubers early on, meaning right after you clean the tubers and dry it off the right time and the right way. Because if there's an existing mold or rotten surfaces, you can identify it right then and there, and you can get rid of it prior to storing the dahlia tubers in your container. Towards the end of the dahlia season, once you see that some stems or stalks and majority of the leaves are turning brown, you need to stop watering your dahlia plant. Your dahlia at this time don't need any water anymore. I'm just gonna continue taking off the mold from these dahlia tubers, and then right after that I'm gonna store them again in the container with peat moss and then recheck them again next month. I am Evelyn from Evelyn's California Garden and Home saying thank you for watching my video.